Hey guys, KT here. Welcome back to some more Mass Effect. Last time we took out the I can't even remember the name of that one plant-life creature. We also talked to the Asari prisoner that was taken. Basically, was being cloned into those cloned Asaris, and she gave us what we needed to clear out the visions that we got when God, I'm sorry, I can't speak. When we touched the beacon. And we also had a little group meeting with our group, and now we're trying to decide where we should go, whether we go after and look for Liara, or we continue on with the main story. Now, before that, I'm actually going to go talk to the crew, because that's always the good thing to do, go talk to them, after a mission, because it makes their trust a little better. I think if I'm thinking like the other Mass Effects, that's kind of something you always have to do in the newer ones, that you have to talk to your teammates if you want to do well in a mission. So yeah.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is trading people to aliens for some kind of lost knowledge. But we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element zero in the room. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. Bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Okay, that's nice knowledge to know about Kaden. Wait, do we have some
Commander?
tactical appraisal?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. One of my cousins has an agribusiness. I was thinking of calling him. Maybe he can get some shipments into Pharos. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Okay, that's nice to know. Maybe I should go straight to tactical before I ask about their opinion and all that, because I feel like that'll be like that'll take a little too long.
Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Okay, I guess I don't have to talk to everyone. I guess I'll just focus on talking to my partners that I fight alongside with. That's my main focus right now. Like I said, I'm gonna talk to every single one, so just in case if it does matter, I don't have to worry about getting the bad ending for this game, because I think there is a bad ending for this, because I know there's quite a few, like, there could be like some choices that could lead to me losing this game if I don't talk to him. I know that was a big issue with Mass Effect 2 when I played it. Like, you had to talk to everyone. and get loyalty up. Otherwise, there's no way you could beat the game if you don't do everything you're supposed to. So let's talk to Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough, but you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a specter when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a specter?
Well, I was targeted as a possible specter candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the specters. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Awesome. So this is actually quite amazing, just learning about the characters. And to be honest, I really like Garrus. He's kind of like my bro in the Mass Effect series. He's like my bro. We pounded and all
Commander,
that. Bam.
You have a minute to talk?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
Oh, that's funny. I like it. Okay, so I'm just gonna say thanks.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Man, so far Williams is making me laugh. I'm not gonna lie. Let's talk to good old Rex.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought I was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Jeez. So Rex actually was recruited by Saren. That kind of understands why there were Krogan on the last mission. That makes 100% sense because because that kind of makes sense. It really does with the Krogan being on the planet. It really does because they were a part of the ground team. That's awesome. Knowing that
Hello, Shepard.
answers a lot of questions.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
Okay, that's nice to know about Tally's little concern about being homesick. That's nice to know that she's feeling homesick. So yeah. Okay, let's continue on to the next mission. So we have two options. We can go and investigate reports of the Geth in the one area. I think that's what the mission's about. Or we can go and find Tally. It's a very hard decision because I don't know. I feel like it could be dangerous either way. I'm not really sure. It's like, oh, I could go over to one location, but what if I die? I don't know. It's like really hard to tell. I mean, you really have to think this through. Okay. So, yeah. Let's just check out what the map has. Wait, I can examine. Oh, point defense systems. I'm gonna examine that. Or better yet, wait, I just saw something. I I don't know if I can purchase upgrades for the vehicle or not, but I might as well. No, I don't think I can. I might as well not go and check, just because it could be bad, you know? Oh wait, I can talk to him?
Has to take over for Captain Anderson. I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Whoa, I got Renegade for that? Wow, I didn't know that counted with Renegade. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it here. If you guys enjoy, make sure to leave a like and a subscribe if you're new to the channel. In the next part, we're actually going to... Hold on, we got to wait for this loading so I can point it out. Otherwise, we won't be able to. So next time, we're going to be going to either Liara's dig site or we'll be going to Novaria. So it really just depends. I think I'm going to go to Novaria, but I might also go to Liara's dig site. It all depends here. So if you guys enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I know I already said this, but why not? And yeah, bye!